Hello, this is Nolan Fisher, aka the POV channel. Today we are camping in a really big canyon. Tomorrow we are on our way to go witness the 2024 April solar eclipse, and we're driving 12 hours to Texas to go see it. There's expected to be rain, wind, endless traffic. I don't know what's gonna happen, but either way, should be interesting. So my plan is to go as close to the United States and Mexico border as I possibly can. And then I'm going to fly this drone as high as it can go into the sky. And if we play our cards right and the weather cooperates, we may be able to actually watch the shadow of the moon passing over the Earth. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. The weather might ruin everything, and stay tuned to see what happens. One of the best parts being in Texas, the gas is $3.19. I've seen it get below 3 a couple times on this trip. I love it. Look at how many bugs there are. Oh my God. I bet these are all June bugs. They are the grossest and juiciest of bugs to hit. All right. We have arrived at our campsite. Okay, look at the current weather forecast for Del Rio tomorrow. It is beautiful, clear sky tonight. Look at this. 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12. Cloudy. But besides from that, it's gonna be sunny. I mean, how insanely unlucky is that timing? We're gonna head south. There's a little bit of blue sky out there. World famous Sycamore Creek picnic area. All right, we got some photographers. We are starting to get blue sky. Now, there's something I wanted to mention that is just the most unbelievable aspect of eclipses. The reason that we have eclipses in the first place is that the moon is exactly 400 times smaller than the sun, but it is exactly 400 times closer to the Earth than the sun. Because of that series of coincidences of sizes of bodies in our cosmic space, the moon and the sun during one of these eclipses become the exact same diameter from our visual reference point here on Earth. If the moon was any farther or closer away from the Earth, eclipses like this would not happen. If the sun was any bit larger or smaller, eclipses like this would not happen. Same with the moon being any different size. Chances of this happening, it's something like 0.00001. And this has actually been the reason a lot of scientists and theoreticists have converted into believing in intelligent design. So it's really just this unbelievable thing that happens on Earth. This will not happen again to the United States until 2045, which is why I made the journey out here, and I think it's totally worth it. So obviously the moon is passing in front of the sun, casting a large shadow. And where I am is right on the border of USA and Mexico. Shadow of the moon will be traveling through Mexico before it hits the rest of the United States. I will be one of the first people in the United States to see the solar eclipse. All right, in 20 minutes, we are gonna be in totality. And that is gonna be unbelievable. I'm getting excited. here. I gotta get these drones in the air. Oh my God. Woo! Does this work? It's happening!
It's happening!
Alright. Oh! Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh my gosh. Oh, oh my God. It is so dark now. I've never seen anything like this. This is unbelievable. It is so dark. It's getting lighter by the second. There's still this weird feeling in the air right now. Feels like everything's different all of a sudden. I think he got a little bit scared and he jumped in the car. He jumped up here in the middle of the totality. I think he was a bit scared. All right, we are leaving. That was an amazing experience. Even though the weather wasn't perfect, it was so worth coming out here. I mean, I was still able to see the full corona of the sun. It definitely felt unlike anything I've ever experienced before. All right, we are leaving Texas, or trying to. It takes a long time to get out of Texas. All right, there's actually quite an impressive canyon right here. So I'm gonna fly the drone here. Come on through. All right, so this is the Pecos River.
The home point has been updated.
Okay, we're driving through West Texas right now. I keep driving over these canyons and they are amazing looking. These are some of the craziest looking canyons I've ever seen. And it looks like there's some crazy geology right here. So I'm gonna go check it out. I have no idea what to expect. I never knew canyons like this existed in West Texas. Anytime you're in a cool canyon, seems to be this type of bird that always lives here too. And I can hear them singing here. All right, we just messed up. I freaking crashed the drone. I need to get my drone back, but that was a very cool place to fly. I've never seen rocks like this. I really hope there's a way to get down to this thing. we found a way down. I can't believe it. I thought this drone was done for. All right, we are down in the canyon now. This is nutty. Looks like a giant subway tunnel. You can imagine the flooding that went into making such an insane looking canyon like this. There it is. This thing took a dive. I think it might be KO'd. Oh yeah, look at the rotors. It's toasted. Sleep well, sweet prince. All this couldn't have been possible without it. And it met its fate in Texas. All right, drone rescue mission successful. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate this crazy canyon country I never knew existed in Texas. Look at that waterfall. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is an incredible pothole. A bunch of frogs just jumped in. This is a true oasis in the desert. That is so deep. What? There's so many frogs here. That is like 30 feet deep. What is going on? What? Look at how deep this is. And when it's raining, that would turn into a waterfall. I know that in Texas there's these underground spring-fed wells, and this really makes me wonder, is this one of these things? I mean, it is so deep. Check this out. 2 holes bored into the rock in this weird scooped out indent. I wonder what purpose that serves. Echo! Wow, look at this. This is the high water mark, and this whole thing would become a giant pool of life. I can't believe it. By going to see the solar eclipse, we have accidentally stumbled upon the most amazing oasis of life in the desert I have ever found. There's a lot more to see here. Look at that, that is so bizarre. That little scoop right there, just gorgeous. Canyons are just incredible. They never cease to blow my mind. There it is. That is the pool of water. It's a perfect cliff jumping spot. This whole canyon is like this perfectly scooped out bowl of rock. Wow, what a day. Texas is unreal humid right now. That canyon blew my mind. I've never seen anything like that canyon before in my life. And that's the coolest cliff jumping spot I've ever found. I am going to come back and jump that when I have other people with me. And this morning we saw the solar eclipse. So, but a pretty epic day, looking back on it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, let me know. This is Nolan Fisher, aka the POV channel, and have a good rest of your day.
Wong performed some computations in his head and realized that even